Mulai.
Even though we are facing the COVID-19 pandemic and fierce competition, it doesn't make Indonesian students unable to show their abilities. Nashila Narina from Jakarta managed to get rid of 14 countries and won the gold medals at the 22 International High School Art Festival, which was held online in Tokyo, Japan. Her works tell us that achievements are not only limited to being champions and trophies, but the earnest achievements is to be useful for others. My speech will talk about Indonesia student performance, how students do their best to be the best. Before, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduced, I'm Alaya Anggun Syafitri from SMA Negeri 1 Kotabumi. Tapi pun, towards the end of 2021, we got proud news of the achievements of Indonesian students in the international scene. Brother and sister, Divon K. Enzo and Miss Kaoki won gold medals and overall winner champion at the International Junior Math Olympiad and Vanda Global Science Final Olympiad. This achievement made them the only Indonesian students to receive Global Olympiad Scholar. Speaking of the performance of Indonesian students, of course, there are many things that we can talk about. In the past few years, even though in the circumstances of the COVID-19 pandemic and limited learning, have not prevented Indonesian students from improving their quality. It must be admitted that we hear many students from Indonesia who are able to create achievements and make the nations proud, both domestically and even in the national arena. And this is certainly mandatory to be appreciated. And not only in terms of academics, Indonesian students also show their best performance in terms of social society. We have all heard of the Diana Award, which aims to honor young people who bring positive changes to the environment, to celebrate and appreciate the work made by young people for society. The organization is charitable legacy for Diana, the Princess of Wales, believed that young people have power to change the world. Karis Miharja, a 12th grade student from Lipo Village Pelita Harapan School, was selected as one of the winners of the Diana Legacy Award 2021. She received this award for non-profit organization she founded, Karis Cares, which support the right of Down syndrome children and empowers them through art and creativity. These achievements, achieved by Indonesian students I mentioned, are clear evidence that Indonesian students have shown great performance in the international arena and have succeeded in boosting the nation in the eyes of the world. These achievements also show that in addition to academic achievements, the performance of national children in the social and non-academics is also needed to further increase the sense of concern for others and creativity in the nation's children. But, on the other hand, behind the many achievements made, we must not turn a blind eye to the low quality of education in Indonesia. Accept it or not, Indonesia is a country whose the quality of education is still low when compared to other countries. And this is evidence, among others, by UNESCO data on the Human Development Index, which show that Indonesia Human Development Index is declining. Also, according to the Political and Economic Risk Survey, that the quality of education in Indonesia is ranked 12 out of 12 countries in Asia. Education in a country has a really important role for the development of the nation. And while there are still many problems that exist in Indonesia education, among other things, the availability of limited education funds, the number of skilled teachers is still limited, and quality and infrastructure are inadequate. These problems cause uneven education and quality of education received by Indonesian students throughout Indonesia. However, the problems that exist in Indonesia education cannot be used as an excuse for us not to gain confidence in terms of realizing our dreams. Many students in Indonesia, in the midst of many limitations, but still able to show their best performance in terms of realizing their dreams with their hard work. At the end, everything is determined by each of us. If we have a strong desire, and if we want to try to achieve that desire, we can definitely do it. As Mariana, a businesswoman and motivator of Chinese Indonesian District once said, that the future of success is not seen by the level of education, but rather who is stronger has the will, longer in surviving, and the most persistent in fighting. No one achieves success without hard work. There will be fruit without trees planted. Work today, so one day you can reap the reward. Because at the end, like all we know, that an outcome will not betray the process. Thank you very much. That's all from me. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.